Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we continued working on our rocket fuel production facility, taking our ammonia gas they're producing and turning it into dimethylamine gas. So that is being done. We're also taking the purified water, combining it with our sodium hydroxide to make sodium hydroxide solution. So that's being done. We now need to combine that sodium hydroxide solution with chlorine gas to make sodium hypochlorite. Combine that sodium hypochlorite with more ammonia to make monochloramine. Combine the monochloramine and the dimethylamine gas to make our dimethyl hydrazine. So that is what we're going to work on. Now, I noticed it was one thing that I needed to do here. And that is, this is going to need to run constantly. Dimethylamine. 462, so we're going to need 3. Actually, both of these lines are going to need to run constantly. So I'm going to need 6. Oh no, that's not where we're going to put it. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, we're gonna have to dump that. Okay, so that does flare off. And then we should be producing the purified water so that we can produce this. Okay, there we go. Now we're probably gonna have to clarify that as well. But for now, we'll see. Let's get it combined with our chlorine gas. So we're going to need 2 runs of chlorine, 9 chemical plant 4s. Alright, that should be our 9 chemical plant 4s. We need power. Now, we're gonna need figure this out. And what are we making? Right, we're making sodium hypochlorite. Okay. Okay. Now, how much of this are we making? 34.7 per second. Okay, so I'm probably going to want to use both sides of the belt. Alright, so the chlorine. Let's see, chlorine's gonna have to come through here. I need 2 runs. Yeah, that's the only process is going to be using chlorine. Okay. There we go. Now, over here, we're gonna have to run. Actually, let's do it there. No, that doesn't really work either. Let's see, what about if I did it here? There. Okay, so that should fill that on both ends. Yep. Okay, then we combine that with our ammonia. Alright, so we need to make 9. It's 1 to 1, right? 9 to 9? Yeah, it is. No. 9 to 8. Those are liquefiers. Those are liquefiers. Oh, that's going to need to be just a pipe. Right, because there's only one. Yes, only the ammonia gas coming through. Hold on. Needs to be 8, not 9. There, monochloramine gas. Alright, so we have to connect to 2. Okay, not gonna be able to go through there. Okay, we're going to want to do that. Right, you're going to connect to there. There we go. Okay, 3 was in the way. Alright, monochloramine. And that's being converted with our dimethylamine. Or dimethyl hydrazine. And then that's making purified water, which gets routed back into the purified water system over here. Right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a tank there. All right. This is going to be three chemical plant 4s, and it's all going to be less than we need, and we're going to need to have multiple outputs. Okay, we'll have multiple outputs. It's dimethyl. Okay, so that is this. Right, that won't work. It's gonna have to be like this. 1. Stop that. 1, 2, 3. Right? 3. So this is done. This is done. Now we're up to this. Yeah, it's 3. Alright. Put a pump there. Not that we really need it, but... Alright, the surplus water. Let's bring it down here. Nope, let's be a little bit further down than that. Actually, let's put it here. And have it route into there. Alright, our dimethyl hydrazine. Hydrazine. Alright. Yep, that's gonna have to be hooked in there. Okay. Alright, so that's now done. That brings us some more ammonia gas, more of the monochloramine to do our hydrazine. And we'll produce some hydrogen chloride byproduct, which, I mean, I'll keep and then dispose of. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Alright, well, how many do we need? 6. How much was this? $925, $231. Okay, I think we can tie into this. Hydrazine. We will do it like this. Alright. Let's actually put this over here. Okay. So the byproduct gas. All right, a couple tanks. Alright, what's the rate? The rate is 462.5, which is 3. Three flare stacks? Plus overflow valve. And that's the hydrazine itself. And this needs blue metal catalyst. Yep, let's just do that. That's going to be a little bit cleaner. Okay. And so we're going to pull... Alright. And that will need a blue metal catalyst. Blue metal catalyst will just need one. Alright, let's get rid of all this. Alright, so we're putting the spents again in the middle. Okay. And you are making blue metal catalysts. Alright, blue metal catalyst is cobalt and titanium. Is cobalt and titanium, which are here and here. Alright, we're gonna run. Yeah, run you there. Alright. These gotta come through here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so then that will work. We can put this here. We're probably gonna need more than that. Okay, so as soon as the materials come in, the catalyst should get fired up. And then all right. Well, I think that's probably where we're going to end the episode. For now. And then once we have our hydrazine, Then we're going to need to take our oxygen and just a little bit more of that ammonia gas to make the nitrogen monoxide. Take the nitrogen monoxide, combine with more oxygen. Nitrogen dioxide with the elemental catalyst. We go nitrogen or dinitrogen tetroxide. Okay. So yeah, that should be a relatively straightforward process. So we will work on that when we come back. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.